Hello, Ashtyn. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. And this is your Uncle Papa Hiram reading for you today. My very first Bible stories. Open the book. Every time we say Ashtyn, Ashtyn, it's time to turn the page. We see Jesus with the little children. Contents: the creation, Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark, Abraham's family, the story of Joseph, the story of Moses, David and Goliath, Jonah and the whale, Daniel in the lions, the birth of Jesus, the wise men, Jesus feeds the people, Jairus' daughter, the Easter story. Time to turn the page, Ashtyn. Ashtyn, time to turn the page, Ashtyn. The creation. In the beginning, there was nothing. Then God made everything. Light, said God, and light burst into the darkness. Water, land, said God, and seas and mountains appeared. Trees, birds, fish. He went on. God made all the plants and animals in the world. Finally, he made people. Then God was happy and he rested. Ashtyn, Ashtyn, time to turn the page. Turn the page, Ashtyn. Adam and Eve, the first people in the world, were Adam and Eve. They lived freely in a wonderful land called the Garden of Eden. There was only one rule. Do not eat fruit from that tree, said God, pointing. But one day, a crafty snake tricked Eve into eating a fruit, which she shared with Adam. Now God's friendship with people was damaged. He sent them out of the garden. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Turn the page, Ashtyn. Turn the page. Noah's Ark. People didn't love God like he wanted and were not treating one another nicely. So God decided to flood the world. He warned a good man named Noah. Noah listened to God. He built a big boat called an ark. Then he led pairs of each animal into the ark and climbed aboard with his family. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Turn the page, Ashtyn. Turn the page. Turn the page. Then the rain came. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. The entire earth was flooded, but everything on the boat was safe. Then the rain stopped. Noah sent out a dove. When it came back with a leaf, he knew the flood was over. God promised never to flood the world again. He put a beautiful rainbow in the sky to remind us of his promise. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Time to turn the page, Ashtyn. Abraham's family. Abraham and Sarah were too old to have children, but God made a promise. Look how many stars there are in the sky, God said. That's how many people will be in your family. Soon, Sarah gave birth to a baby named Isaac. Isaac grew up and had children. Who had children? Who had children? God kept his promise. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Time to turn the page. Ashtyn, 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 Ashtyn. The story of Joseph. Jacob gave Joseph a beautiful coat because Joseph was his favorite son. This made Joseph's 11 brothers very angry. They took Joseph's coat and sent him away to Egypt. Then they damaged the coat and gave it to their father. Jacob thought that Joseph had been eaten by wild animals. He was very sad. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Time to turn the page, Ashtyn. Joseph worked hard in Egypt, but he was sent to prison. There, God helped Joseph to explain people's dreams. The king of Egypt also had a dream, and only Joseph could understand it. There would be 7 years with lots of food, then 7 years with no food, Joseph explained. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Time to turn the page, Ashtyn. The king put Joseph in charge of Egypt. Joseph ordered lots of food to be stored. Later, when his brothers had no food, they came to Egypt, where there was plenty. They were amazed when they saw Joseph. Joseph forgave his brothers. Jacob arrived too, and they all lived happily in Egypt. Ashtyn spells Ashtyn. Time to turn the page, Ashtyn. Papa zoom zoom, papa zoom. Papa zoom zoom, papa zoom zoom.